I don't think it's a good use of time to explain the byte-level details here, as these are often irrelevant for designers. Instead, we'll use the RFC recommended names when describing per-hop behaviors and their associated DSCP values. Central to every network is network control traffic, such as routing protocols. Class Selector 6, or CS6, is most commonly used, although sometimes CS7 is seen for link local traffic like IPv6 neighbor discovery. Basically, if the entire network would collapse without it, it's network control. Operations, administration, and maintenance, or OAM for short, helps run the network. These include management protocols like Radius, SSH, NetFlow, and SNMP. Voice over IP traffic gets EF treatment given its sensitivity to various network effects. This traffic represents the actual audio samples transiting the network. The voice signaling category is used for call setup and teardown, along with IP phone registration. While not as sensitive to latency and jitter, users cannot place phone calls without it. I'm sure you've heard of products like Cisco WebEx and Zoom. These are integrated audio and video teleconferencing solutions that are classified as multimedia conferencing here. The X in AF4X refers to the drop probability, and again, we'll discuss that soon. Not all conferencing solutions work well over the internet where bandwidth and latency are highly variable. Cisco Telepresence is an example of a real-time interactive app. What's the difference between WebEx and YouTube? Not much, other than one being interactive and one being receive only. YouTube is classified as multimedia streaming. When a public official needs to make an announcement, they do it live, often on television transported as IPTV. This is an example of broadcast video. Transactional data includes apps where the user is actively waiting for a response, like chat or a web portal. The RFC calls this low latency data. Bulk data, also called high throughput data, includes background jobs like file transfer, email, and system backups. The user isn't actively waiting for a response. Many apps in your organization are neither critical nor detrimental. The default forwarding class provides best effort service, often for internet access and nondescript corporate apps. Some apps are detrimental, like peer-to-peer file sharing and video games. Network administrators can explicitly mark these apps as low priority. You may have noticed a change in color between the icons of various categories. The orange icons represent inelastic flows, while the blue icons represent elastic flows. It's important to keep this in mind throughout the course.